Welcome to the summer edition of the animation class. I am Greg Twig. I will be leading you through this awesome adventure, and I just have one little intro bit to help us deal with navigating Moodle and how to sort of treat our progress through this course. So that being said, let's have a look at it, shall we? So Moodle, if you're new to it, when you first log in, you'll get this, and you'll have your classes that are listed over on the left. Usually, I don't know if it's different for students, but here's me and my summer animation course, Semi-RT 325. Um, and my um, well, am I looking at this as a student? I don't think so. Yes, I am. Great. So this is what you should see when you log into the actual class shell. So the shell I have set up with all of the different topics here at the top. And this is our first day, and we have a welcome. And the welcome is all of the content here. Popcorn kernel. Um, Everything that is below this point used to be in these really cool tab layout things, but just Moodle didn't like it. And I had to abandon ship, and the only solution was just to have it scroll. So you'll go through, and here's a welcome video from me. I animated it. It's fun. Um, and information about the class. I think every topic will have a forum, and that's where I might post a few updates and things like that that we can look at. Information about Moodle, and then my syllabus. And in the syllabus, you'll see that I have my links for the Zoom office hours. I am spending over a month in northern Michigan right now, spending time with family and working on a house. Um, and so I am not on campus, so we can't do any in person meetings, but Zoom will be the jam. And if these meetings don't work out for you and you need to talk to me, you just got to send me an email and we will arrange a special meeting. Um, we got the course description, all that stuff. This is the grading and blah, blah, blah. And then information about me, blah, blah, blah. So that's all the welcome stuff. And that's what you should definitely be looking at day one. And then we should jump into some of our expectations and what's going to be going on. And you can go as fast as you want through this class. But what I'm trying to do is make sure that you understand we've got 5 weeks, and this class was designed for 14. We don't have 5 weeks. We do have 5 weeks, yes. And this was designed for 14 weeks. So I have my schedule of due dates for all these things condensed so that we can do this in a much abbreviated time. So it's not quite that each little session ends up breaking down as like something per day. If you did per day, you'd be way ahead. And if that works for you, that is fine. I have no problem with people turning in work early. If you wanted to bang this whole class out in 14 days, instead of what did I say, 5 weeks? Yeah, it's 5 weeks. I don't know. It's so hard for me to wrap my head around that. Um, that's great. But you're going to find that you're going to need a lot of time on these projects because this is a project class as well. So if I go to my introduction to animation session, um, we're going to have some information about this flipbook kit. It's really fantastic if you can get it, and if you can get it fast. I really suggest it's a wonderful tool to do your flip book. So the first thing that I have set up here is an exercise, and it's a storyboard for your first project. So read through all of this information here. You'll see what I'm looking for, and then there's a few little movies to watch about storyboarding. One of them is generic, one of them is from me, and then you can see some examples of students' work in the past and how they've presented their flip book. And then the cool thing is I've also you'll be able to see those down here. So what I lost in this setup is I don't have these cool little headers and stuff. So this is now you just gotta keep scrolling and you're just like, okay, now what are we talking about? Oh, the project for the actual flip book project. So you have an exercise where you make the storyboard for your flip book, and then you have to make your flip book. And this just gives you all of the requirements for this, and then some examples. And the cool thing is that these two are the results of those storyboards that we looked at up above there, and then we have some others. Um, and then the assignment themselves are located at the bottom of this long scrolling section. And this is the only place that you're really going to find them. The exercise one for the flip book, and then the project one for the flip book animation. So those are the bottom of this first session of an introduction to it. You're not going to find them on any of these. However, when you get to the end of one of our sessions, so see how this is all hand drawn work, boom. And then we get into stop motion, and that's a whole section there. Then we have a whole section on digital. So if I go to the last section of any of those groupings, so this is hand drawn. We got our little timeline, and here we are wrapping it up. This is my lecture. Here's all the movies and stuff that were in my lecture. And then we have, here's a link just reminding you, hey, you can, submit your project now, and take a quiz. So at the end of each grouping, the hand drawn, the stop mo, and the digital experimental, there will be a quiz. So make sure you're keeping yourself in check as far as observing everything in the big scroll of information there. Um, so there will be another quiz at stop mo wrap up, and then I actually just a session for the last quiz. And these are really easy quizzes too. You're gonna don't sweat. This whole class should be really fun and engaging and allow you to express yourself and learn a lot about the history. So all the quizzes basically are about the history stuff. So watch my lectures, enjoy all of the extra content that I provide in there, and that is how you're going to work Moodle. Um, and I'll see you in office hours, or you can shoot me some emails. And if you have any questions, we'll blast through this 5 week session of animation. Um, Back to the can. Thanks everybody, and I look forward to seeing what happens. I'm sure you are as well. All right, take care.